Last name to God. Peace. You already know what it is. Keep low. We are in effect. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you tap in and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop more fire content. Now let's get into this. Yo, dig. Today's supreme mathematics is knowledge, culture, freedom. Culture and freedom, which borns power and refinement. Cause today's the 14th, right? Knowledge is to look, listen, observe, analyze situation for what it really is, not for what it appears to be. Knowledge is the key to all aspects of life because knowledge is acquired through look, listening, and observing. So if you pay attention in life, you're always going to be on point because you're doing the knowledge. Because you know why? Knowledge is a compound word, which means know, ledge. So you know the ledge. If you on the ledge, you won't fall off the edge as long as you master your shit. You feel me? Culture is a divine way of life for black men, women, and children. Listen, a slave trader by the name of John Hardy Hawkins Jr. and John Hardy Hawkins Sr., they went over to Africa on the good ship Jesus. And they kidnapped our fucking ancestors. You feel me, dig me? And because of that, people who's chocolate like an M&M, we endured slavery for 437 years, where they raped our women, pillaged our whole people, sold our bloodline, meaning they sold people's children, people's cousins, uncles, aunts. They all got separated because when they brought us from Africa, they stopped at the Caribbeans and then they made the final stop in Jamestown, Virginia. And that's when they did the indoctrination period. There was a man by the name of Willie Lynch who implemented a lot of tricks of the slave trade. So he told slave owners when they run away, cut off one of them foot so the rest of them don't run away. He told slave traders, you know how you plant fear into the kids subconsciously? Tie the father to a tree and hold the mother while she's 9 months pregnant or 8 months pregnant and beat the shit out of the father and traumatize her so that the baby will become scared of the white man when he comes out of the mother because the fear was planted subconsciously into the baby. And you know what he did at the same time? He made the mother make the baby passive and soft. You might say, LA, how did he do that, last name to God? Because when he tied the father to the tree and took the whip and almost beat him half to death, only reason why he let him live is because he needed him to do more work. But he beat him till he fucking can't. He passed out. Beat him till he passed out. And he did it right in front of his woman. So what is the woman going to tell the baby? The woman is going to say, listen to everything master say. Because she don't want her fucking baby to get beat like the father. But what is the woman going to do to her baby by trying to save him? By the woman saying, listen to everything master slave say, she going to make her baby a good nigga. Because he gonna be like, yes, master. He gonna be doing the dance. He gonna be wanna sell out Uncle Tom motherfuckers. And it's not gonna be the baby fault because his mother told him, listen to everything master say. It's not the mother fault because they planted fear in her when they beat the father 1 inch of losing his life. You feel me? So she don't want that to happen to her child. So she's telling her child, listen to this guy because he done beat the shit out of your father. So it's like win-win for the slave master and lose-lose for us. But now it's our time. We back on top. Y'all keep your shit tight. Stay focused. That's why it's imperative that you tap in with me on this channel so I can give you more jewels so you can know shit like that. So you can know what's going on with your ancestors. Because if you study your past, that controls your present and leads to your future. You feel me? So only way you're going to fucking be in tune and not get jerked around by these wicked ass elite devils is if you got knowledge yourself. Cause you see when Grand Pooba said, I got knowledge in myself, you're not fooling me. So once somebody knows that 2 + 2 = 4, You can't tell them 2 plus 2 equal 5. You can't fool them. You feel me? So all praises due to the Father Allah, because he was the first person to come along. Remember, it was 437 years of slavery that our ancestors endured. So what they did was, all the people who know our vernacular, what we speak in, that means our language we used before we were slaves. So if you go, Bali, Bali, I'm going to Brooklyn. Nobody's there to tell you Bali, Bali means I'm going to Brooklyn, because they killed all the ancestors who know that type of shit. So what they do now is they made us inherit the bastard language called English. Now, let me show you why this is so important. Because with that being said, everybody got 3 things that black people don't have in North America. Everybody has a land. People from Taiwan, their land is Taiwan. Their language is Taiwanese or Mandarin. And then their flag is the Taiwan flag. People from China, their flag is Chinese, their land is Chinese, and the language that they speak is Mandarin. What's yours, black people? See, you don't know. Because they took that shit away from us. They stripped this and raped us. Not only did they rape your woman physically and put chains on us physically, they put chains on our brain mentally. So we can't even say our ancestors were great kings and queens of Kemet. Our ancestors built the pyramids of Giza. Shout out to Imhotep. He created math. You feel me? But you won't know these things unless you get to know your true culture. And when you know your true culture, that gives you freedom, right? Freedom is to be free mentally as well as physically. They took the chain off our body, but they put it on our mind, because you speak in English and that's not your language. And you don't know what your language is. And you don't know what your flag is. You say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. That's not your fucking flag. United States of America flag is red, white, and blue. The red is for the blood that our ancestors shed. The blue is for the water they brought us across from Africa to Jamestown, Virginia, and the Caribbean. And the white is for the people who did it to y'all. But you pledging allegiance to that shit. You feel me? So only way you're going to know is by getting knowledge yourself. And knowledge, culture, and freedom equals power and refinement. Power is the ability to increase your mental and physical endurance by doing something beneficial for yourself as well as the people around you. So what I'm doing now is I'm utilizing my power because I got the knowledge, and knowledge is power. So knowledge gave me the power, and the proper utilization of the knowledge is real power, because I'm dropping the jewels to y'all and I'm waking up the dumb, deaf, and blind. I'm waking y'all up so y'all can see. So I'm giving you fucking glasses right now so you can see the tricks these devils be pulling on you. You feel me? And each one teach one, right? So I'm giving y'all this knowledge, so you're going to have to give that shit to somebody else, because once we wake up the sleeping giant, and the sleeping giant is the 85% of the population, because look, 85% of the population is dumb, deaf, and blind. 10% know, that's the Freemasons, Illuminati, they know, and they using their power to trick y'all. 5% know, and I'm using my power to wake y'all up. But the giant, who's the giant? The 10% or the 5%? No, it's the 85%. That's a bigger number, right? So we gotta wake up the sleeping giant. You feel me? Now look, that takes you to another power, because power is the ability to dominate over others. See, if you're strong, you could just muscle your way through shit. And the way you're going to be strong is by getting knowledge yourself. And that's going to give you crazy power to dominate over others. You feel me? That's how the other team is dominating over y'all, because they got knowledge, and knowledge give them power. So they tricked your ancestors into being slaves. And you don't even know that they tricking you right now, sending you to fucking work, and they taxing all your money. If you hit the fucking lottery for $1 million, you know the taxes is $500,000? Where the fuck they do that? Only in America. You feel me? And they taxing your wages, and you don't even see that shit. And then you be like, I gotta pay the IRS. You just become programmed to that shit. Now, I'm not advocating that anybody don't pay their taxes and go to jail like a dickhead. But I'm saying there's tax incentives, tax loopholes, and only way you're gonna know this shit is by doing the knowledge.